Once again, good evening and welcome to World Central Kitchen's Capacity Building Program. We have with us Sixcia Devine, who will speak to us about how to find your business on Google. Sixcia?
Yes, hello everybody, and I am very excited about offering this wonderful interactive session. So what I need to do here is, Candica, I was wondering if you could give me access to share my screen. Let's see. Here we go. We're just going to take a moment. This presentation happens to be the most popular presentation that we offer in Google, and it is very, very interactive. I always try and make it as connected to the participants as much as I can. So let's get started. Happy Thursday. I know we're recording this, but I'm very excited to see so many people that are connecting from all over the world. I mean, I typically say all over the nation because when we do webinars within the United States, we're reaching from the East Coast to the West Coast to the Southeast to all parts of the United States. But today is a little bit different, and it's truly a reflection of the power of education and technology. So we're combining the two. All right, so there's the title. You have the information. There's a picture of me in black and white. If you are here in this moment, this is a live session, and this is my real name. That's my last name. A little bit about me professionally. I own and operate two businesses. The first business I run is a marketing and business development company that I've had over, I can't even believe it, over 11 years now. And I also have a nonprofit organization that has been in existence for just about the same time. And I remember when I started my businesses, I probably should have started with one client, and I didn't start off with any clients, but I did start off with a business plan. And anyway, throughout my 10, now 11 years of learning how to grow businesses, I've really expanded my knowledge as it relates to technology and marketing, and not only that, but understanding of the consumer. So everything that I share with you has been best practices that I have really implemented in my businesses. So I am walking the walk. I am adding all of the business technology tools as it relates to Google and other platforms to help grow my business and to grow my clientele base. So today I'm wearing my Google hat. So I happen to be one of 14 speakers within this educational program, and also one of two who also offers presentation in Spanish. So if you were here yesterday, I was rocking my Spanish and I was sharing details on how to grow your business using Google, pero lo hicimos en español. But we're not going to do that today unless you would like to ask me any questions in Spanish. All right, everybody, let's get started because our agenda is pretty jam-packed. The first thing we're going to do is, we're going to talk about what a business profile on Google is. The second thing, I'm going to walk you through how to create a business profile, everything that has to do with claiming and verifying your business. Then after we do that, I'm going to show you how to manage your business. There are two different ways that you can manage your business, and Google just updated the way that you can update those details. And I'm going to show you what that is because that feature is so new that this week they just rolled out the new way to update your business information, and all of you are getting access to those details today. And number four, we're gonna dive right into my Google business profile, and we're gonna take a tour of Google My Business. And not only that, I'm gonna show you how you can post details as it relates to your product or service on the Google business profile, where you can create postings that are similar to social media posts on Google. And once those postings are created, you can share it among other social media platforms. All the details and all the information that I'm going to be sharing with you today is absolutely free. So there's a cool phrase that I use all the time, and it goes like this: whatever is free is for me. So let's take advantage of all of these freebies and free resources. And then at the end, as always, I like to give out free resources, So as part of today's presentation, everybody who's on is going to get the full PDF version of today's session And I'm also going to give you an amazing cheat sheet. Okay. This cheat sheet is going to have all the special links and all the steps you need to get your business claimed and verified. So maybe right now, if you're looking at this presentation, you might say, you know, I'm not sure if I have a business profile on Google yet. Well, we're going to be talking about that in just a minute. So let's listen in to this quick video by a small business owner who is using this platform called Google My Business. This is what we call a business profile. So let's listen in to this quick video of Vince the tailor.
My name is Vince. This is my shop. I opened Village Tailor and Cleaners in 1977. I arrived in New York 4 years earlier from Italy. It was me, my brother, my mom, and my dad. My mother taught me how to sew. When I opened the shop, the first person I hired was my mother. This is Bruno, the store mascot. My little advertisement. As a business owner, you're always thinking, how can you do better? I noticed that customers come in with the clothes in one hand and the phone on the other, always looking up information. So I said to myself, we have to put this store online. Google lets me decide how the shop shows up. I pick photos, I can post special hours, anything. I made this website in 10 minutes using the website builder. And I'm not kidding. Now people walk in and I'm always asking, how did you find us? They used to say, I saw Bruno, so I came in. Now they say, Google. Believe it or not, we're up 30% this year. We're doing enough business, I had to hire more tailors and get some new machines. I've got 3 shops going. And my son Vincent Jr. is running one of them. The village cobbler next door. I'm in an old-fashioned profession. I work with my hands. I hadn't thought much about putting the business online. Now, I couldn't be happier. Village Tailor, 40 years and going strong.
Awesome. I love that video because it truly illustrates what a small business is. And not only that, but did you see that dog? I mean, it's a big dog, not my favorite kind of dog. I love all kinds of animals, and I love that he has Bruno as part of his marketing strategy, but it's super cute. A little advertising tip: if you're looking to expand your advertising, see if you can get a pet, a cat, a bird, or even a dog in your advertising commercial. But everything we're going to be talking about is exactly what Bruno was saying as it relates to increasing his business, okay, on a local level. So the question is, how can we take advantage of this free business profile? Because you know what? This thing right here that I have next to me, I know that you probably have one next to you too. Hopefully you're not multitasking and reading your text messages or going on Facebook. But anyway, people have this for several reasons. One, because they want to buy products, services. They want to go to visit different restaurants, give business to new organizations. And the way that they find those details is online. But this business profile helps you get found, okay? So this is what we're going to be talking about today. So when we talk about a business profile, this is a screenshot of what a profile looks like, okay? So just very quick, this is what we call an anatomy of a business profile. Up here, we can see photos and videos. Obviously, this is what we call a screenshot of what a mobile view looks like. We have the name of the business. In this example, we just heard Vince from the Village Tailor and Cleaners. Here we have a link for reviews, which I'm a huge fan. I mean, I read all of the reviews, even the negative ones, right? I mean, those are probably the ones I go to first. If you're like me, that's what I do. Then we have here an overview of the business, which lets us know what the business is about. And then within this area is where we have keywords and specific phrases that potential consumers are using to get connected when they're using Google to your business profile. And so I'm going to share some tips and tricks on how you can optimize your business profile. And then we have, of course, the location, because we need to know where it's located. We have hours of operation, which this feature right here was very popular, especially during 2020 when things were volatile and when we were trying to figure out when we should be open as related to COVID-19. And then we have here quick links. So we have this feature where we can have people call us, have people drive to get directions. That's me. I love that button because I get lost going down the street. Or we have this button where people could save the profile for future reference, or we have this website link, okay? There's also a new button that you can add, and that is called the messaging button, okay? On this view, we're not seeing it because it's an option. For many businesses, this is something that they decide to omit, but for others, they say, you know what? My target market, instead of calling, I know that they would prefer to send a text message. So this is what the anatomy of a business profile looks like when we are looking on our mobile devices, okay? Now, let's move forward and let's take a look at this number that says the following, okay? So up-to-date business profiles, they have over 2.7 more likely of a reputation to be considered a positive business. And so we know and understand this, especially when we decide to make a purchase, okay? Or when we are in the process of making a purchase or driving to a new restaurant, a new cafe, a new bakery, what do? We Google that information. So to have a business profile is really gonna add to your legitimacy. So moving forward here's another statistic that says 70% of people are most likely to visit a location. And not only that, of those 70%, 50% are more interested or most likely to lead to a purchase, which means if you are online, you're attracting customers to your place of business. And then from there, you are making a sale. So all of this is significant. We know and understand that having a presence online will certainly help customers know about us, learn about us, and hopefully give us business, because that is what we need to move forward and to grow. Okay, so this is another view of what the business profile looks like on a computer, which is here, this view in the middle. This is what it looks like on an iPad and of course on a mobile device. We like to show this because the opportunity for new customers to visit your location first before they go online is very minimal. What they do is their first interaction is online, okay? So having a positive presence is really gonna help elevate the opportunity to have people go and visit your business. Now, with the Google Business Profile, I wanna make sure that all of you know, if you have a brick and mortar business, okay, this platform is ideal for you. If you have an online business, Google is not able to verify your business, okay? Now, if you have a home business and you're working directly from your home office and you are delivering goods or services, perhaps you're an educator or you offer some kind of consulting advice, you are able to register your business with the Google Business Profile or to get a business profile. And so all of those points are really important for you to know and understand, because a lot of people are like, you know, my business is 100% online and I really want to have a Google Business Profile and I'm not sure how to get it. Well, if you have a physical location and then 50% of that is online, you could have a business profile, but you have to show that you are physically located somewhere and you are delivering services. We can talk more about that towards the end because there are some other solutions that I can share with you. Just the other day, I gave a presentation on how to use e-commerce tools to sell your products online, okay? All right, so let's move forward. So let's talk about how to create a business profile step by step. Are you guys ready? I hope so. Let's do this, okay? The first step is to go to this address, which is google.com/business, okay? That's the very first thing you should do. And then from there, Google is going to ask you to sign in. Now, here is a pro tip. It's important for you to separate your personal email address and your professional email address, okay? So I always recommend that you create a new Google account. So the question is, all right, so what is a Google account? A Google account is simply having an email address that belongs to Google, a Gmail account, okay? You could also sign up for Workplace, which was the former G Suite platform, which a lot of businesses use. And when you sign into Workplace, you can sign in as, let's say, your name. Let's say I saw that Isaac from St. Thomas was connected. Let's say that, you know, Isaac wanted to create a workplace platform. So his email address would be Isaac at, then the name of your business, if you have a website.com. So Workplace helps you create a very branded, specific account for your business, but you do have to pay for using Workplace, okay? And so there are different options for 1 month. I believe it's $6, but for today's session, we're talking about everything that is free for you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the presentation, and I am going to send all of you the link. I always like to share this because sometimes folks don't know where to get or where to sign up to get a free Google account. So here it is. It looks like this, and I'm going to copy and paste the link into the chat area. This is if you are interested in creating a separate Gmail account from your professional email, okay? The reason why I say that is because, again, presentation is important, and I've seen people use their personal email addresses on their professional platforms, okay? Things like Plátano Power 123, you know, Salchichón 231, you know, Mami Chula, and things like that. And it doesn't really give a positive reflection on what you're trying to do with your business, unless you are selling plantains. Anyway, I digress. Let's copy this link in the chatting feature. I know that everybody could see my screen. I'm going to send this right there over to you, so that way you can take a look at it, okay? The other thing is too, again, you will be getting a full copy of this presentation, so you can take a look at all the links that I'm sharing via the chat functionality, the chat button. So once you log in, make sure, like I said, you use the Gmail that you are using, or the email address that you are using for your business. Then from there, Google is going to ask you to type in the name of your business, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to type in the name. And what happens is, if your business is already showing up on Google and you're not able to change the photos or change the hours of operation, then that means that you haven't claimed or verified your business, okay? Now, if you type in the name and nothing comes up, that's okay, because then you're going to populate the details. And after you do that, you have to wait a few days for Google to make sure that you are a legitimate business. So that way your information will show up on the Google business profile. So let's take this one step at a time. So the second step, after you log in, you are going to type in the name of your business. Oh, and one other point. For many of you who are in the process of launching your business for the first time, you could also do this, and you can add a launch date or grand opening date. And I'm going to show you where to do that a little bit towards the end of the presentation. So this is part of all the steps that we are going to go through. Okay, so now let's move on. So now they are going to ask you, you know, to confirm the name of the business. You're going to say, okay, great. This is the name of the business. In this example, we are going to be using Vince's Village Cobbler. And then we're going to click next. And then from there, Google's going to ask to select a category, okay? Please select a category, because this is going to help with search engine optimization, okay? The way that Google search works is like this. Somebody wants to go eat out somewhere. Somebody's interested in trying out a new local restaurant, okay? They type in a keyword. Let's say it's, I don't know, I'm going to use, you know, Puerto Rican food, okay? Which is a little bit different than Central American food, like Guatemalan food, et cetera, et cetera. Somebody is interested in eating Puerto Rican food. So they type in Puerto Rican food near me. What happens is that Google takes those keywords and identifies the same keywords that may exist in a business profile or on a website. And so that's how they make the connection. So the more categories and the more organized your platform is, and then the easier it is to have Google connect what people are looking for and your platform. Anyway, that was a quick explanation but you should know how that works, which is why content is key, okay? So you're gonna wanna add what the business category is. In case the business category doesn't show up, you can add a category, okay? So that's also a new feature that Google has. So here for this step number 4, it's gonna ask you if you want to add a location customers can visit, like a store or a office. Now listen up for all of you who are working from your home offices, okay? If you are delivering services from home, what you're gonna do is you're gonna click no. Now, if you have a physical location, yeah, you're gonna click here where it says yes, okay? If you click no, this is where Google will verify your business, but your address will not be shown, okay? So for a lot of professionals, they wanna maintain their brand and they don't wanna show their home address. So you have the ability to have a business profile without sharing your home address. So next, we're gonna advance. And even though you're working from your home office, you still have to add your address, okay? For all of you businesses that have a physical location, you're gonna make sure that you add the address as it appears on the mailing material, okay, that you have. So you're gonna add in those details and then we're going to advance, okay? Now Google is gonna ask you if you also serve customers nearby or outside of your location. As an example, let's say that you have, I'm going back to, the Puerto Rican example, if you have a restaurant in Ponce, but you also serve people in San Juan, which I believe is pretty far away, okay? What you might wanna do is here where it says add the areas you serve, you might wanna add those different locations in this area. And this means that when people are searching for Puerto Rican food near me or new restaurants near me, if that's the label you've added or the specific content that you've added, and it will also show up because you have a business profile, then your business will show up. But and then it'll also say that you are 45 minutes away from the location. That is if you have a restaurant in Ponce, but maybe you live in Mayagüez or San Juan, okay? I'm not sure what the distance is, but anyway, I'd love to find out sometime soon when I visit Puerto Rico. But keep that in mind, okay? So once you do that, then you can click next. You're gonna advance to the next page. And this is where you are going to be adding your phone number and the website that you want people to click onto. You don't have to add a website, but we recommend that you add a website that you are working on right now. Google used to offer a free web-based platform where you could create a free website. Right now, that feature is not going to, we're not going to push that forward. Now, for all of you who are here, what I am going to do is, if you're interested in creating a landing page or to have some kind of a presence that people could go to, I'm going to give you this site, which is, it's sites.google.com. And let me go to this platform right now, because I believe it could really be beneficial to help all of you who are just starting out. So if I click, and by the way, I'm just gonna, let me copy this link right here. This link is not going to be part of the presentation. I'm gonna go to the chat area and I'm gonna paste it and I'm gonna send it to all of you, okay? So once you are in your Google account, which right here on the right-hand side, if you can see there's a little circle and it has a black and white picture of me, this means that I'm already logged into my account, okay? Now, Google has all of these sites, like I said, but these sites are more like landing pages. Let's check out the one that says restaurant. That's a really cool one. Again, this is a quick bonus for all of you that are looking for some kind of solution to help create a landing page, and this is for free, okay? So the information, this platform is loading up right now. I want to show you because, again, this is something that you might want to create. So this is what the template looks like. The photos are uploading right now. See, up here on the left-hand side, this is how we change the name of the site. So how about we name it Ana's Restaurant. I know we have Ana Garcia, who is a professor who's connecting from, I believe, maybe Puerto Rico, and Isaac is connecting from St. Thomas. But we have Ana Garcia's Restaurant, okay, as an example. We're just using this. And the way that I would save it is, there isn't a save button. Google saves my details automatically, but the name of the site is going to be saved as Ana Garcia's Restaurant. If I wanted to change the content, I simply come here, I highlight it, and maybe I want to name it Garcia's Food Kitchen, as an example, okay? So that's a quick example of how I would change that. If I wanted to change the photo, I would double click here, and I would come here to the left, and I would change those details, okay? I would double click, and you see these 3 buttons. If I click that, I can replace the image, or if I wanted to, I could also add videos. So the way I would add video is right here. You see where it says YouTube on the right-hand side. If I click and drag, see, I'm just gonna click and drag right here on the bottom. Give me 1 minute. There we go. It should come up in 1 minute. Okay, so I click on it. I find the video that I want. Okay, let's say that I want to, add one of my personal videos. I don't know, or a restaurant video. You might already have one uploaded to YouTube. I'm just going to put restaurant, Spanish. I'm just using this as an example. You can click this if that's the video we want. You select it, and then the details are uploaded to this site. Okay, if I want to publish it, I simply click here and I publish the site. So if I do that, it's asking me what I want the site to be named. I can give it a name, XYZ, XOXO. And if it looks good, then I publish it, and we will see what it looks like. We literally just did this in 3 minutes, okay? Garcia's Food Kitchen, you see the little video that I just added, okay? So you can take advantage of that platform if you are interested in creating a site for your Google business profile, okay? Anyway, that's a little bonus tip for all of you that are here with me. So that site, okay, you can copy and you can paste the link in this area. And then from there, you're going to advance to where it says next. So let's take a look. It's saying, okay, we're almost done with trying to verify your listing, but there are more steps. Let's see what those steps are, okay? This is where we verify your business. Here's a pro tip for everybody, okay? Make sure you select the feature that says postcard by mail. So you will also notice when you verify your business that you have the option of sending a text message, and then Google sends you a special code. It's much better if you send a postcard, because the way that Google verifies your business is the strength of it is much better if you select the feature postcard by mail instead of getting a text message or by email. And the reason why I say that is because you can get verified quickly by text, but sometimes Google reviews its details and then it unverifies you, and then you could lose some valuable time, especially if you're just opening up your business or doing a special promotion, okay? All right, so let's move forward. You see here on the bottom that says verify later. You can advance and you can click that, okay? For all of you who are in the process of launching your business, if you click this feature, you can decide what date, and I don't think you can select a time, but you can say what date you are going to be officially opening up your business. So if you're working on your plan or on your website, you're like, you know what, I really need a business profile, but I don't want to do it right away. Then you can select a date for the future, so that way you can launch your business profile, okay? All right, so let's move forward. So now we see this awesome truck. You're like, oh yeah, my postcard is coming. I'm very excited, but there's still a few things that you have to do. Just need to drink some water here. Okay, now here where it says add your services, please don't leave this blank, okay? This is also part of your content and content development. What you're going to do is here, you're going to add the services that you provide. And this is going to help Google connect you with people that are searching for those keywords in your area. So you want to make sure to add those services, okay? So now we're going to advance. You see here where it says add a business description. This is where you're going to add specific keywords that you know your potential consumers are looking for, okay? So you're gonna add these here. Now, here's a tip for all of you who might have, maybe you might work in farmers markets and you might have different locations, okay? I don't know if that question is gonna come up, but it's an important one because it came up earlier today when I gave another presentation. If you have, let's say, a table at a farmer's market and you switch the locations of your farmer's market, then here where it says business description, a suggestion would be to add the dates and the location of the different areas that you are going to be in, okay? So here where it says business description, you could add those details. You also have the ability to add links, okay? So maybe there's an address link that you would like to add, so that way you can simplify the process of people going to your location and buying your products. So that's a little tip for all of you. In this area here, you can add some photos. When you upload photos, here's another tip on content. Make sure you save the photo, not as a number file, but use content. So in this example, we have, I think it looks like a cleaning shop. It says Burke's. But if this is a photo of a cleaning shop, then add the word cleaning shop and then the name of your business, okay? Because that's another way for you to get some optimization and to get more people to find you online. And that is what we are looking for. And so here we go. Now it's saying your business profile is almost ready. And so we're very excited. We're going to click continue. And now it takes you to this dashboard, okay? If your business has already been claimed and verified, you have probably been using this feature, okay, which is inside the dashboard. But remember at the beginning of the presentation, I told you that Google is changing the way you make changes to your business profile, okay? The way that you do that is by simply going to the Google search platform. And I'm going to show you what that looks like, okay? I am going to, right now, I'm going to leave this I'm going to leave the deck presentation. I'm going to open up a new page, okay? So check this out, everybody. Right now, remember I told you I'm already logged in. I'm logged into my Google account, which means that I added my Gmail address and my password. I am going to go to my business profile. So the name of my business profile is simply called Sixcia Devine. So I'm going to search that. Now, look at what happens, okay? Automatically on the right-hand side, this is my business profile, okay? And here this map shows up and it tells you specifically where the region I am located, but you don't see an address because I decided to hide my location, okay? Over here, I have other things that I'm sharing. I have a website, I can save it for later, or I can have people call me, okay? And then down here, these are different postings that I have added to Google recently. So this, well, not so recent, September 29th, because I use this platform as an example to teach the folks that come to these workshops, okay? Now, check this out. All of this here, this is all from my Google business profile, okay? So it says your business on Google. This month, I've had 81 views this month. Hey, that's pretty good. You see here where it says edit profile. If I click that, this is where I can update my information, my address. If I decide to move my business, I click this and it automatically brings me to this platform, okay? Within my business information, if I want, I can add to my business category. This is where my description area lives, where I have my keywords. I don't have an opening date, okay, because my business is already in operation. My contact information, my website. If I wanted to change my website, I simply click on this little pencil button and I could change that. If I wanted to add an address to my business profile, I don't want to do that because I don't want people rolling up to my house, knocking on my door, talking about, can you help me with Google? So I'm not going to do that. My service areas are here. And check this out, okay? My business hours. We know that the holidays are coming up and things are going to be starting to get busy. So here you can change the hours of operation. Let's say that, you know, instead of being closed on Sunday, you want to be open on Sundays and Mondays, and you can alternate these hours. So that way, When people are looking for your business, they can see when you are open and when you are closed. So this is where you make the changes. Another point I wanted to share with you, and it's not part of the slide presentation. If you are working endlessly on your mobile device, you can find the Google Business app. Okay, so you can search for it. It's called Google My Business. So find the app, upload it or download it onto your mobile device. And when you log in, make sure you log in with the email address and the password that you use to create your business profile. Okay, so that's another tip that I wanted to give to all of you. All right, and then here are some other features that you can add. Okay, so recently Google updated this. They added senior hours, and then I believe they added a few other features, online service hours, where people could take or make orders online for restaurants to go ahead and fulfill those and sell food. Oh, here we go. You see this here? This little icon. This is the icon that you are going to look for. This is the Google My Business app. Okay, this is what you are going to get on your mobile devices. Okay, so now let me X out of here. And what I want to show you is this feature, which is the promote feature. Okay, so if I click promote, this helps me share details about my business and about all of the great holiday coupons and events that I am going to be promoting for my business, and you can too. So when I look at here where it says performance, okay, this is a list of all of the areas that you can take advantage of. But underneath where it says performance, Google gives you analytic information and lets you know how many people have called you, how many people have clicked on the directions icon, how many people have looked at a specific photo or video, because by the way, you can upload a video up to 30 seconds. And so they give you all of these details, and it tells you what day of the week and how many people within that day of the week had ended up taking some kind of action. The reason why this is important is because you can create a specific marketing campaign around those details. Okay, so let's move forward. This is where you can advertise, add photos. Okay, remember when you add photos, you have to make sure you add the name of whatever the photo is. Here where it says ask for reviews, if you click this, okay, Google brings this up. It says, okay, do you want to ask for reviews? You can click Facebook, Twitter, or you can have an email with that link sent over to you. So that way you can send it to your customers. So that way they can leave reviews. And so let me go back here. We're going to go back to promote. Now you see here where it says add update. We're going to concentrate on this because I'm going to show you how to do that. And then I'm going to see if we have any questions because we're running out of time. This is all very important and useful information. You could add offers and you can add an event. Let's take a look at how to add an update, okay? So we are adding an update. An update could be a special that you might be offering. So we have Thanksgiving that's coming up, and then we have Christmas that's coming up as well, okay? So let's do a quick promo. So, and then that way you can see how this works and how it shows up on Google. So that way you can share it among other social media platforms. So you see here where it says add a description. So let's see, what are we going to be selling? How about if we sell, let's see, I'm trying to think of some delicious food. I mean, I like tamales. I have a sister who's half Guatemalan and half Dominican. So how about if we say we want to sell tamales, you know, for the holidays, you know, buy one tamal, okay, and feed, or how about, and get one free. So buy one, get one. So it's a BOGO. Buy one, get one free, okay? So you see here where it says additional button. This is the button that you are going to click when people see your promo. It's going to take them to this address, okay? So I'm going to click here where it says none, and I'm going to say I can either order online, book, learn more, sign up. So I don't have an order online link. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to click to where it says learn more. I'm going to add a website address, which happens to be my nonprofit address. And then you see here where it says add a photo. I'm going to give you an area where you can create an advertising campaign for free and very quickly. So let's create a quick piece of art. Okay. Again, this is really going to be beneficial when you're doing promotions. If you go to this platform, and Google doesn't promote or advertise with this platform, but this is a design and art platform that has many free features. They also have a paid feature, but it's called Canva. Okay. And so let me copy it. And in the chat, I am just going to paste it right there. And I'm going to get to your questions in just one moment. So the link that I just sent you, it's Canva. Okay. And so I'm already logged in because I was working with different designs earlier. If I wanted to search for a specific size, then I would come here and I would take a look at all the different things that I could do, or I could simply click, create a design. So for today's session, let's create a Facebook post real quick, okay? So remember, we want to create something that has to do with food and tamales, okay? So let's see, it's coming up right now, and it's asking me to search templates, but check this out. On the left-hand side, I have all these really cool templates that I could use, etc. Oh, look, this one is cool. So I'm going to select this. It's donuts, but we could use this as an example. It says this or that. If I wanted to change this, I'm going to put tamales. Okay, here, choose your favorite flavor. I don't have a favorite flavor of tamales, but I'm going to put BOGO, buy one, get one free. If I wanted to make that bigger, I simply come here and I select the font size. We can make that bigger. If I wanted to change the color, I come here and I could change it. Let's put it to red. So anyway, this is how you make all the changes. And then I'm just going to save it. So it's going to be saved under tamales anyway. So you see here where it says download, I am going to, the little button up here, I'm going to press that. And then I am going to click download, and I'm saving it as a PNG, which is a type it's a photo, okay, that I am going to save it as. So right now it's downloading. Now check this out. It shows up right here on the bottom left of my computer. I'm going to go back to my post that I am working on, and I'm going to click to where it says add photo. Now it's asking me to drag photos and videos here. Very cool, very easy. I'm going to click and then I'm going to drag and boom, watch this. Yes, it's showing up. They're not necessarily tamales because we didn't have time to upload those photos, but at least we see this as an example. Now let's post it. I'm going to post it. Okay. So that way you could see what I'm talking about. We're going to post it during real time. Okay. On Google. So this information automatically comes up. It says your update is being reviewed. If it isn't approved, you'll receive an email. Google likes to review to make sure that you're not putting up any negative things or anything that could be harmful. So I'm going to press OK, but now check this out. The details of what I just posted is showing up because it's giving me a preview. If I wanted to share this on social media sites, I'd come here. You see here, this is what we call the sharing icon, or what I like to call the sideways peace sign, like this. If I click that, now it's not only showing up on Google postings, but I can also share it on Facebook, Twitter, and I can share it via email. Another thing I like to do, if you do a lot of business internationally, I do a lot of business overseas as well, and we use WhatsApp often. If I wanted to do a promo or just to let people know what was happening, I email a special posting link to my Gmail account, and then I go in on my computer, I copy the link, and then I text it on a WhatsApp or as a text message. That's something else that you could do just to help with optimization. So now I'm going to exit out of here. I'm going to refresh my platform, my search platform. Now let's see if Google has confirmed my posting. I'm just going to scroll down here and check this out. Yes, it has. We literally just did this in about 3 minutes, okay? Maybe a little bit more than 3 minutes. So if I would like to edit this, okay, I could come here, open it up. And you see here, these three little buttons. If I click that, I can edit or I can delete it, okay? Here's another thing too, read it in C, but if I wanted to learn more, because that's the button that I added, if I click that, automatically it's gonna take me to the link that I added. So this is just a link that I had on there come up, but let's go back. So, and then that way we can make sure that we delete this information, because if not, I am going to forget about it. And people are going to be thinking that I am selling tamales that are really donuts. So let's delete it. And it's asking me if I really want to permanently delete. Yes, I do. So let's get rid of that. And that is how you add postings to your Google business profile. Now, what I am going to do is, we have about 8 more minutes before the presentation ends. I'm going to stop sharing. And for all of you that are here, there's a few extra bonus items that I want to give you. There's a cheat sheet, which will help you do this on your own. I'm going to stop sharing right now. And I'm going to go into the chat area. If you just give me one moment, here we go. Just give me one moment. I'm going to grab those details for you. So, and then that way you can start working on your Google business profile. If you have any questions, I'm multitasking right now. If you have any questions right now, please, in the chatting area, I'd love to read them. So that way you can get the most out of this full hour. Okay, here we go. I'm just grabbing your cheat sheet. Everybody is going to love this. There we go. Just give me 1 minute. I am going to, they actually call it a handout. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you what it looks like, because I think that it is pretty awesome. It's probably much faster to take a look at this cheat sheet. So here we go. So this is what you're going to get. This is what I'm going to copy. Okay. So to create and verify your business profile, here are all the steps, including this. Do not add a PO box address. Okay. Then further down, it also gives you all of these tips. Okay. All the tips that we had talked about. Okay. And you will also be getting a copy of the full presentation. I'm going to copy this for you. And you will also get these details. I'm going to stop sharing. You are going to be getting these details when World Kitchen sends you a follow-up email. Okay, you're going to be getting the full presentation plus that cheat sheet and hopefully the recording. And oh, don't forget, we need to know how Google is doing with teaching small business owners. So we'd love to get your feedback, and hopefully we can continue to educate and offer all these free resources to our people who are helping grow families out there and feed others. Okay, so let's see. We have a question here. Okay, hola from Puerto Rico, and this is from Carlos, who says, my business appears twice. How can I combine them? Only one of them is getting the reviews. All right, Carlos, this is what you should do. You should delete the duplicate one, okay? And the way you delete it, when you go into the dashboard on the right-hand side, there's going to be an area that says delete business profile, okay? So that's what you want to do. If you can't find it, what I like to say is just, Google those details, how to delete an extra business profile or a duplicate business profile. I think that it's important that you just have one, because sometimes people could get confused, okay? And you don't want to get to the point where you have 2 business profiles and people are leaving reviews on both, because you're not able to merge them. At this point, you are not able to merge them. However, if you have a different location, if you have one restaurant, let's say one main restaurant, but you have 3 other branches of the restaurant, you can add those to one business profile. So that way, when you log in to your platform, you're able to make all the changes as relates to those businesses. All right, good. That was an awesome question. All right, so, another question. From Carlos, I have issues claiming my business. The physical address doesn't receive regular mail. Okay, then in that case, what you need to do is you need to verify your business via email. And let me just see here. There is I'm going to send you a special link, Carlos, where you can connect to an actual person. It's a Google advisor, a Google Small Business Advisor. Here we go. And I'm going to share this with everybody who's connected right now. So here we go. This is a new platform. I haven't worked directly with the small business advisors, but this is an added value to small businesses. Here we go. So there is the link to connect to small business advisors if you have any issues with claiming your business or receiving that verification. My suggestion would be try the email, okay? When you're verifying your business, try claiming and verifying your business that way. And then if you have any issues, then go to this link, which is, it's the small business Google advisors that you can get to, okay? All right, let's see, any other questions? Oh, somebody is saying hello from St. Croix. Hello, this is Grant Lee Samuel. Nice to have you. I love St. Thomas. I've been there several times. St. George, let's see, St. Thomas, St. George, I'm missing one, St. Michael, I believe, because they're fairly close. I just love the islands. So I can't wait until we do these sessions in person. We need to have a global event where specifically me, I have to travel to give you the resources you need in person. Hopefully that'll happen sometime within the near future. All right, everybody. So it is 5:58. I don't know, let's see, do we have any questions? Let me see if Candika, if you wanted to share that evaluation, so then that way people could fill that out, that would be great.
Awesome. Great. Thank you, Sixcia. That was awesome. Some really good information, some really good tips. Thank you so much. Do we have any more questions? Let's take advantage of the time that we have here with Sixcia. And do you have any questions? Let's fire away.
Yes, anything that you can think of right now, that would be great. If not, don't worry about it. Don't forget, we have our next event that we are doing in December. I love doing that event, especially if you're just launching your website. I'm going to teach you how to add, special things. We're going to be talking about the Google Search Console, which is how to add your website to the Google index. Because a lot of people think, oh, I have a website. How come it's not showing up on Google? Well, guess what? You have to take an extra step to add your website to the Google Console. So we're going to be talking about things like that. And I'm also going to be giving you some other tips on how to create a website. C-Slack, hello, says great presentation. My pleasure. This is wonderful. So all of the things that I've shared with you, there are things that I've implemented within my business. The whole idea of technology is simplicity. We need to simplify the process, and hopefully we've achieved that today. And that's why we're recording it and we're giving you the presentation and the cheat sheet as well.
Great, great. So no more questions. Okay, on that note, I think I will say again, Sixcia, thank you very much for taking the time to share that information. I'm sure everybody found it very useful. And please be sure to join us, guys, for the next webinar. And I think that is December 2nd, where we will be joined again with Sixcia, who's going to be imparting some more knowledge. So I encourage you to register.
All right, everybody.
Awesome.
So are we going to do the evaluation, or are you just going to email it to everybody? Thanks, Isaac.
I'm going to email it. Yeah.
All right, everybody, make sure you fill out that evaluation, because if you don't, then Google's not going to be able to come back. So you have to say yes, or maybe if you want another kind of presentation, we'd love to hear that too. All right, thank you so much. I also wanted to say thank you to Wadis Sayas from Puerto Rico, who is also present, but in the back scenes. Thank you for all your help. For admitting people. And Candika, thank you so much. Hopefully I'll be visiting you in Barbados. Let's do something fun. Oh, Bahamas. I'm sorry, my bad. That is very different. They're both very different places. The Bahamas sounds very lovely. Let's do something big there with Google.
Awesome, most definitely. Looking forward to it.
Thank you, both of you guys. Have a good one.
Bye, everybody. Take care.
Okay,
Have a
bye,
great
everyone.
night. Be safe. Bye.
Thank you.